What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're getting into a $20 rebuy game. Rebuys are over. We had 15k starting stack. We had a double up, so we decided to record some footage. And let's get into it. So in the first hand here we look down at Ace Jack. We're 19 of 20 with 15 pay, so I think you know what's coming. 12 big blinds, let's get it in there. And we're in trouble. But we're a luck box. Total luck box city. Get it in bad and suck out. Seems like a good plan. Now nothing interesting really happened, but we folded our way to the money. And we looked down at Ace Jack again, pretty much the same spot, 11 big blinds in the cutoff. Might as well go for it. Very good hand. Now we've got Ace King in the big blind. Looking at a 3-bet with about 12 big blinds behind us. It's a pretty horrible spot to be in, considering he's only 3-betting 4% of his hands, but Ace King's too good to fold. Got to win a flip. Looking to avoid a jack. Was there any doubt? Was there ever any doubt? Managed to find a big double up there. Have to win your flips. Now we look down at jacks. We're only 5-handed. 2 off final table and we have 13 bigs. Going to be putting it in here. Not enough room to play around. It's a disaster hand sometimes. Now we have a6 on the bubble of final table. This guy's opening 22% of hands, so we're praying for a fold after our all in. Very good. He's opening very wide, so have to apply pressure. Now we are on final table here when we look down at Ace Jack again. It's been an almighty hand so far for us. We see an open, 12% pre-flop raise, so better tread carefully on final table, just going to flat it. Now we see a flop of 2-3-5 rainbow. I find these flops are all sticky. We only have a stack to pot ratio of like 2-to-1 effective stack. So we decide on a check, but then we bink the 4, so now we're loving life again. We're just going to check call and try and set the trap for the river. I don't think this villain could call us with anything worse if we bet out here. So we're going to go for a trap. But this villain doesn't take the bait. And we look like a 4 in the process. But I never complain with winning a pot. So now we look down at King Queen on the button, or on the cutoff, sorry. Going to open it up small. Hopefully it gets through, but we don't mind playing. We don't want to see a 3-bet here. It's a horrible spot. We'll be 3 of 7, so we'll probably have to fold due to ICM. So we're happy to win the pot if they want to fold. Cool. Now we have Ace Jack with 12 bigs on the button. Standard jam as we've been doing. Luck box city. Again, we win our flips. Now we look down at 10s in the cutoff after doubling up. And we don't mind calling off here. Gotta win another flip. Looking for a 10. What? We lost the flip, ladies and gentlemen. We'd kind of forgotten what it was like, so we're going to have to build our stack back up again. Looking to get it through with Jack 10 after shoving with 10 bigs. Perfect. Now we see 5s in the big blind. If they want to show us the right game. There we go. So we have 9 bigs behind. We see a jam. We have 5 of 5. This villain could be shoving ace deuce, king deuce, whatever. So we decide to gamble. And we win a flip. So nice one there, doubling up. Now we're down to 4. Got a nice little pay jump. Nah, this villain was going a little bit nuts. They'd been bullying the table and we weren't about to let that stand, so we defended a6 in the big blind, check called the flop and the turn. And now the ace comes on the river. It's a bit of a bailout card, so we can never fold. Hopefully they don't have a 4 or somehow a flush. But nope. Trying to get a bluff through, bit of a maniac at the moment, so they might calm down for a while. Now I see Queen 9 in the big blind. It's actually our favourite hand, so we'll see what happens. We're getting 4 to 1 to call. Pretty standard to call. Now we're going to be checking over all of our range, whether it's top pair or garbage like 4-5, 5-6. And we're going to let this villain c-bet. Same sort of story. Let them continue bluffing. You can see I just check I'm recording there. We can see a pretty big hand brewing. Decide just to call here rather than going all in. I don't think it achieves anything. So now when a queen comes on the river, this villain's pretty unlikely to have a queen, obviously. So we decide to go for a check and let him bluff, but we look foolish once again, and he checks it back. But now we heads up, and we look down at ace-deuce suited. It's a pretty good hand to see a flop. We could just flat this or 3-bet it. I think we have to continue after a c-bet. As we've seen, this villain can be a bit of a maniac, likes to bluff. Definitely not shy of putting chips in the pot, so as we've done in previous hands, I think we're just going to continue with a call. This run out is about as good as they get for us, I think. Maybe this villain can have 8-9 that got there, but that's about it. Otherwise we were losing the whole way. After we see a half pot bet on the river, I think we can call. We've seen that they're capable of bluffing. If they've got it, they've got it. Folding's boring. I do take a while, but I was never really folding, I don't think. We can see that they've got it this time. Now that's the bonus of being a maniac. When you've got it, people will call you down like me. Bloody donkeys. So now we're going to be jamming Queen 4 for 10 bigs, because that's what donkeys do. And donkeys suck out, so get our chips back, get it in bad is the plan. Now we're shoving 10s here, we blinded down, and we got it in good. That was the problem, I think. Had to get it in bad to win, so once again it's going to be a second. Bit of a curse going on. Hopefully we can turn it around and get a win. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how I played this tournament. We obviously got it in bad sometimes, but the spots were pretty standard and we just needed to suck out, which sometimes you need to do in order to run deep in these things. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time to see if we can break the curse and finally get a win for our channel.